Just want to share, this is my most recent experience with mushrooms. They call it magic mushrooms. There's different types. I only did a very small dosage, and I did it yesterday at, I think it was like maybe 1 gram yesterday at like 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30, and it's now 6:49 a.m. So I'm still feeling the effects. And for me, you're definitely going into the spiritual realm, and you see things and so vividly and such color. And I was so afraid. I'm like, oh my God, am I gonna go to hell for this? And you know, it's scary. It's scary because, you know, there are some evil thoughts that can't come in my mind, but also some real thoughts like, what am I doing with my life? Who am I? Who have I hurt in my past? And basically, if I were to die right now and see God, what would he see with my life? Basically a consortium of records of what I've done with my life. Being able to explain that and be proud of it or not be proud of it. And there's lots of things that I was not proud of. So I had to go back. For example, my mom, I had said some horrible things to her, some really nasty things. So I had to go back and apologize to her and ask for forgiveness. But the most important person I have to ask forgiveness is God, and also myself. And I also have to forgive myself, and not being also like so condemning and judgmental about myself, and releasing myself from self-condemnation. So that was my experience. It definitely has brought me closer to my faith. I happen to believe in Jesus, and I realize now that I need to start living right. I can't be living the kind of things, you know, like the lifestyle of like, oh, look at me, look what I've done, look at all I've got. Flaunting what you have when God has blessed you. It's about serving others and about leaving this earth as an impact that you've changed someone's life for the better. Either they sin less or you help that person or whatever. But that's the most important things, and starting your own family. I think creating a legacy for yourself through humility, honor, and righteous living. And that's one of the things that I've learned, that these guys that do these yahe, that do the ayahuasca, they're living right, man. I mean, straight up. You can't find, it's hard to find fault with these guys. I mean, they live with honor. And that's really what it's about, is like, can you live with honor before God? I mean, there's so much more I want to say and I want to share. It's just too much to go into. And a lot of stuff is really personal. But it boils down to this. It's like, can you live, will God see your life as an honorable life towards him? That you lived your life with honor, and that you can be proud and look at God in the face and say, yeah, I did it. And that's the thing. That's a hard journey. It's a hard path. You gotta ask yourself, can you do it? I don't know if I can. That's why I say I know I can. So that's why I say, for me, the only logical and viable option for that scenario is Jesus. Because Jesus paid the price. And Jesus is the only person that was perfect, was without sin. It says he was without sin. So that's the only way. If you put your Bible says, if you put your confidence in him, you will not fail. That he doesn't want to lose any one of them, any one of us that trust in him. And so that's why I say, you know, so because I can't live, no matter how I live my life, no matter how good I try to live my life, I'll never be perfect before God. But That's where Jesus comes in. But it's fun. The whole process of living a righteous life comes with its rewards. It comes with its hardships, but also comes with its own rewards. Basically, what it boils down to is living an honorable life before God, and be able to look God in his face and say, yes, I lived honorably before you. I don't have anything to be ashamed of. And that's a hard path.